Welcome back to Two Beats, One Drum. This is your host, Aaron Williams, Jay La Soul.
Hey, what's happening?
It's been a while, man.
Yes, sir.
It's been a while.
We
Today
back.
is September the 5th, 2023. And how you been, man?
Man, I've been great. How have you been?
Well, as you well know, and anybody who's listening well knows, I officially tied the knot, got married, and it was very wonderful, man.
Yeah.
I must say, Brad, if you could go ahead and show the picture. There we are, right there, me and the lovely wife.
Yes, sir. Congrats, man. It's a beautiful thing.
It was a beautiful occasion, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was, the wife planned it out all perfectly. The venue, the food was amazing. We didn't even taste the food, and all the food was just the hors d'oeuvres, the main course. The beef was a little dry on the main course stuff. I will say that, but the filet mignon, and then the cheddar bay biscuit with the it was like a smoked salmon foie gras or whatever.
Okay.
It was just
Yeah.
it was amazing, man.
Yes, sir.
And then we had the appetizers after everybody's
Yeah.
had their drink and danced in a little bit. We had I think it was like pork sliders or something like
Yeah.
that, and I don't remember what else, man. It was just everything was just a blur. It was quite an experience, man. I've been in weddings before, been a part
Yeah.
of weddings as a groomsman before, but I've never actually
had John.
had the experience, and man, it was just,
Facts.
it all just goes by fast, man. Like, you're being pulled all kinds of directions, taking pictures one minute, you're cheersing and toasting with your friends over here, you're saying goodbye to somebody over here.
Yeah.
It was a whirlwind, man, but
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. Long overdue. After 3.5 years, finally did it, and I'm happy, man. It's
All
been.
right.
We ended up going down to San Diego afterwards. To kind of relax, and
Yeah.
it was enjoyable, man. I ate a lot of good food. I know that, man. I at least gained like 4 or 5 pounds. At least gained 4 or 5 pounds, man. So
Yes, sir.
Hey, as
You just
an
got back from
attendee of
Louisiana?
as an attendee
Yeah.
of your wedding, just want to say it was
Yeah.
pretty sweet, man. Great wedding. As far as weddings go, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
it was top. Yeah, it was top number one as far as overall weddings I've ever been to. And it's hard to say that, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
When your own wedding's the best wedding you've ever been to, like, you feel like you've accomplished something. So
Facts.
yeah, I've been to some pretty good weddings, but I would say mine's
Okay.
took the cake as far as overall wedding experience. So
You're a little biased, but okay.
yeah, I would say a little biased for sure, a little biased. But hey, it's okay to be a little biased.
Yes,
when you
sir.
put all that money towards something that was beautiful at the end.
Okay.
How was your Louisiana experience?
Went home for a few days.
Came back with a
weekends.
fresh LSU
Oh, yeah.
t-shirt.
I
It's kind of odd, actually, that you pull that out.
I loaded up on merch, man.
You will load it up on merch. We'll have to send a couple pieces back. Send a couple pieces back after their
man.
performance this weekend.
Nah,
Brett, that's a good segue. Let's go ahead and
let's do it.
let's jump this thing off, man.
All right. Yeah. Well, some upsetting news to start off the episode today. I'm sure
Yeah.
Jay's not going to be thrilled about this one. Florida State beats LSU by 21 points, 45-24 when it was all said and done. Your thoughts on the game?
You want me to take it?
Go ahead.
All right.
I'll let you on.
First things first.
What happened, man?
The game was closer than
The experts?
than the score is.
Really?
Yeah. The end of the game, it kind of it was over at the beginning
What
of the
happened?
fourth quarter. So how I feel about it. We exploded out the gate.
Okay.
Could not do anything in the red zone, which was crushing us. Dropped the punt for the turnover. It was it was little mistakes, and it just things that we got to fine tune. We was getting ate up on the deep ball. Coleman, man, That guy there,
Three tutties.
man, he's nice. Matter of fact, he's from my hometown, man.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he's from Louisiana. But overall, I like the way the Tigers look. That our secondary needs help or needs some work. I ain't gonna say help because the players we got back there are very skilled. They were just getting beat. I like Jaden Daniels. I like what I saw, but we got to finish in that red zone, man. When we get in the red zone, we gotta score. We can't. We got held up at the goal line twice, which is crazy. Like, I don't know. We couldn't run the ball effectively. But I still say we look good. I still say we can win as a SEC championship. Because we were just one of the first teams that took a L, but everybody else who didn't play anyone, you know what I mean? Like this was a Sunday night game.
Oh.
It was a Sunday night game against two top tens. It could have went either way. But
No.
yeah. I'm saying it, bro. Everybody had, it's the first week.
Yeah, I'll give you the first
It's
week.
the first week, and
I'll give you.
And these schools with the easy schedule we can't talk about y'all W's.
Okay.
We could talk about Alabama blowing out.
Yeah.
50 what, 56-0.
That's fine.
But we could talk about all these teams, man.
That's fine. Here on this show,
okay,
we keep it ultra real.
All right, keep it real.
If you guys go back to minute 46 and minute 47 of our last episode, my man here verbatim said, light work, easy. Said it easy. And then you hear me respond instantly. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. I said Florida State is coming.
They
did their thing. Hey, man. What I saw is exactly what I saw was what I thought was going to happen, man. I didn't think it was going to be to that extent, because LSU lost that game last year. So I thought it'd be more of a challenge.
Yeah.
But I felt within my soul, man. I knew it, man. I said there's Florida State teams. They're more experienced. They're explosive.
Yeah.
And you saw that on Saturday. Was that Sunday night? You saw that, man.
They looked good, but
they looked faster. They looked more physical, and that was the more surprising thing.
Nah, they looked faster. They looked more ready to play than we were.
You think so?
Yes.
So that's a good thing to say now, because I got a follow-up question.
Okay.
For that. Is Brian Kelly the good guy for the job?
To
not have his team ready. Was the team ready to play? In your eye,
I'm saying they weren't ready to play a primetime game.
Okay.
A Sunday night. You're the only team playing. Everybody already played Saturday. It's all eyes on y'all. I don't think we was ready for a primetime game. You gotta
remember, man.
We came out sluggish.
It's the second time they looked like that. The last time was against who?
Facts.
Georgia.
And we lost our first game last year, and we still came back and
agreed.
So I'm not.
But somebody said
I'm not bowing out by all means. So
somebody said easy, man.
I did say easy.
Somebody said easy.
And it should have been.
I told you it wasn't going to be, man.
It should have been.
I told you it wasn't going to be easy, man. That Florida State team, man.
Come on, man.
They're a national title contender.
Go Tigers, team. Man.
It's all right to rock with your squad.
Yeah, man, I'm rocking. It ain't no.
It's fine.
No
it is. Ship. What we're not gonna do is overreact.
Okay, nah.
It's week one. Don't panic. If your team lost, some people are suggesting that LSU is completely out of the college football playoff thing. I would sit here and say no, they're not, because your losses do matter more so than
facts.
Than anything, who you lose to. If they lost to Bethune-Cookman, then it'd be a bit story.
Yeah, it was a number 5 against a number 8.
It's the number 5 team in the land now. I mean, and that team is well put together. So
yeah,
it looked bad. The final score didn't reflect the skill level that LSU has, the type of team that they're going to be towards the end of the year. You expect them to be better.
Yeah.
But they got to hand it to them, man.
Yeah.
They got took it.
I think
outside
we got a couple of easy games coming up, so
Yeah.
we'll we just got to get
It's-
a few W's under our belt, and we'll be right back on track.
Another thing, it's hard, man. These kids don't get all they do is practice. They get no warm-ups. There's no preseason in college.
Yeah,
so when you're opening up against a top 5, top 10 team on the road, those games are tough. If you're not executing it on all cylinders, it can get away from you. We saw that last night with Clemson. You saw what happened with them. You didn't execute on all cylinders. They kind of got taken out to the woodshed by Duke of all teams.
Duke.
So
yeah, that was crazy.
It happens in these week 1 games. I mean, it's week 1.
Yeah.
I wouldn't panic. With that said, let's go ahead and segue to my team because yes. Yeah, okay.
All right, next topic, guys. We got OSU looking sluggish on the way to a 23-3 win. Your thoughts on that game, guys?
It was week 1.
All right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
It's week 1. I'm not gonna overreact, even though I was my blood was was boiling a little bit. Watching the game, at some point, I remember watching the game. At some point, I said, this game's kind of just boring, man. I was like, this game's boring, man. Like, what are we out here doing?
Yeah.
What? I couldn't figure out what we were trying to do. Offensively, I could not figure out I could see we're trying to run the ball, establish a identity running the ball because that's been our Achilles heel later. I would say more later in the season. And the offensive line play is kind of suspect at times. With this team, obviously, it's going to take some time.
Same situation. Ryan Day didn't have him.
Yeah.
Ducks in a row.
Yeah. It's tough to open up against a Big Ten opponent. No, that's your first game. Those games are tough. We struggled. I think it's the one year we opened up against Minnesota. It took all 4 quarters for us to put them away that one year. We had, I think Stroud was playing in that game. We had Garrett Wilson, and Olave playing in that game. So we had ballers out there.
Yeah, definitely.
And it just didn't look the way it was supposed to look. And that's the only thing. That's my only takeaway. It didn't look the same way it was supposed to look. Ryan Day came out and said, hey, it's going to be a different feel to the game. And what I see is what I could tell was I noticed it in the I think it was the second quarter when Brown came in, the quarterback, or the backup quarterback. He started McCord, which I knew that was going to be the situation. They were going to start McCord, but I felt like they wanted to play the backup quarterback a little bit more because he has an element of maneuverability. He can run the ball a little bit more. And you can kind of tell within the game that he wanted to get Brown out there, but it was 7-3 at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't play around. The goal is to win the game.
So what's the move going forward?
They get these next 2 games to get everything figured out. We got Youngstown State next. We're 100% chance to win that game. 100% chance. There's no way they're going to compete with us. So what I expect is for the offense to dominate that game. And I mean, I want to see at least 4 passing touchdowns between the 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because they are going to they are going to play both. So I want to see multiple passing touchdowns. Rushing, we should be able to rush for as many yards as we want in that game. But the goal for these 2 quarterbacks is to develop in the passing game. That's Ryan Day's bread and butter, is that passing game, getting scheming receivers open. Marvin Harrison's going to do his thing. You can throw to him one-on-one. It don't matter. He's going to do his thing. But Ryan Day is very good at scheming people open. And these guys McCord's got to hit these passes. Brown's got to hit these passes. And I was a little encouraged with McCord in that. I think it was that third quarter when they started to push the ball down the field. They started to open it up. He hit Marvin Harrison on a deep go route from the left, the far hash to the end zone sideline for a touchdown. but Marvin Harrison stepped out of bounds. But it was a good throw. He made 3 good throws in that game that I thought was okay. I could see what Brian Day maybe sees in that. But I always feel the element of running the ball with your quarterback is what makes this team the most dangerous. And if Brown gives you that element and he can hit those passes, you lean on the run game a little bit more, lean on that defense. That defense looked good. The defense looked really good on Saturday. I was encouraged by that. Yeah. But
offense, we need to see something.
We need to see more off of the offense, and the defense needs to keep developing. You know what I mean?
Because Indiana,
it's Indiana. You know what I mean? They offered enough, man. That's why I don't take anything from the week 1 win. That's why we're not going to overreact to LSU getting blown out or Ohio State winning 23-3.
Yeah, it's
week 1, man. Like, relax. These kids get no preseason. They're all learning on the fly.
It's starting. I said at the beginning it was going to be an interesting year. You know what I mean? So
it's going to be a very interesting year. There's a lot of teams. Oregon, USC.
I don't really think if we see an undefeated team or a 1-loss team, I'd be surprised.
You don't think there's going to be any undefeated teams?
I'd be surprised. Maybe.
I like that.
I don't see no undefeated team. And maybe not even a 1-loss team.
There'll be a 1-loss team. Georgia's going to lose 1 game. They're cupcakes.
Oh yeah, they scheduled this.
That's what I'm saying. Like if they lose 1 game, it'll be to like I don't know if they even have Alabama. It'll be like Tennessee or something like that. Definitely. There'll be some 1-loss teams. It's just going to be an interesting year overall because there's a lot of good teams this year.
Yeah,
a lot of good. Oregon's good. USC looks good. LSU, they're going to bounce back, I think. Florida
Alabama.
State, Alabama, they just they're kind of under the radar. And
now we looking at Clemson, right?
No, we're done.
No,
we're done.
What about the North Carolina team?
They're another. They're
going to be a surprise.
That quarterback, let me tell you,
he's nice.
That's a number 1 pick if I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I like him over Caleb Williams. That's just me. If I was going to pick a quarterback, I'm telling you, dude.
It depends on the team.
Yeah, for sure.
It depends on the team.
I've watched a lot of quarterbacks over my time. He's a
top pick.
He's a number 1 pick. I think he's better than
I just don't see a lot of teams taking him over Williams.
No. For sure. Probably not, but I like that May kid. He's legit. He's every bit as advertised. So Ohio State will be fine. We're gonna be fine. We just tread some water. Let's just get ready for Notre Dame. That is our benchmark right there. That is the barometer. Notre Dame in 3 weeks. We got to be ready for them because the way they look these last 2 weeks with that quarterback transfer from Wake Forest, Hartman, that scares. That game scares me.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not gonna lie. That game scares me. So we'll see, man. I think we got the rest of the top 25.
Actually, no. In other college football news, Colorado and Coach Primetime debut win on the road against the Horned Frogs, 45-42. Guys, are we on the Primetime hype train or not?
I am. You're not on?
I got a ticket. I ain't jump on yet.
Just Primetime was talking to you when he was asking that reporter.
No. I respect what they're doing. I seen they schedule though.
Okay,
that's a tough schedule.
Okay, did you think they was gonna beat TCU?
I thought they could have, being that TCU is not the team they was last year.
Okay,
no, the different QB, the top receiver wasn't there. And defensively they still gave up 40.
They gave up a lot.
42 points.
Yeah.
So
500 yards. Yeah.
So I'm wishing that that they do what they think they can do, but schedule y'all holes in y'all defense. Hunter cannot play both sides all year.
Hey man, look.
Hey,
you saw what he did.
I seen what he did in the first game, but how long can he keep that up?
As long as he's like 20 years old.
All right. I'm just saying, man. I'm keeping it in perspective because I got a ticket. I'm just not on the train yet.
You're not on the train?
I'm not on the train yet.
So you're gonna be one of those later arrival ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the train. I've seen enough. I've seen enough for him to come out here and say, we're coming. And then game day comes, he said, we're not coming no more. We're here.
Okay.
Man, you know how motivating that is as a player to hear, we arrived. Oh, it's game time. Oh, it's time to go to work now. And then you see how you can tell they play for their coach, man.
Definitely.
You can tell they play for their coach. And he's going to be the best coach in the country here in the next year.
Coach of the year. Right?
I mean, how many more big games is he going to win? We have no clue. What if they go out there and pull off the upset against Oregon?
Can you pull up the schedule? The Colorado schedule?
Yeah, bro, can we if you could pull up Colorado schedule, that'd be perfect. But I mean, we don't know how many more big games they're going to win. We can assume that they're going to beat Nebraska. Nebraska is not that good. They're still
definitely. But
Nebraska has issues with winning big games. So, and it's the first home game of the year.
And to that offense, 510 yards in the air. That's crazy.
There it is.
So USC.
Oh, you talk about Shador?
Shador. Oh yeah.
Man, I didn't know he was talking to Brady. Did you know that?
Yeah,
bro. I had no clue Sanders is that good.
So you got USC.
Okay. They get them in back-to-back weeks.
Oregon.
Okay, say they lose those two games. I have them beating Nebraska.
Okay.
I have them beating Colorado State. They lose to Oregon. They lose to USC. They're not ready for them. But they have Arizona State next. They have Arizona State after that.
They beat Stanford.
they're going to beat Stanford. Yeah, they're going to beat Stanford. I think they'll beat Stanford.
Okay.
They look more athletic, man. They
do.
They look quicker. They look faster.
And if they just lose these two games, this is still a tough schedule, man. I will be impressed.
If they go 8-4,
I'll be impressed.
Why wouldn't you give him coach of the year if they go 8-4?
Facts.
You've already pulled off. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the biggest upset of the year so far. I mean, it's week one, but beating the defender. I mean, they're the runner-up, but nobody expected them to win this game against TCU. Not to have their quarterback throw for 510 yards.
Top 25 team for sure. Got them.
They got some
UCLA. Yeah,
I can see them going 8-4.
I can see it too.
I really do.
And that would be a successful season considering where they're coming from. So,
coach of the year, I think you go ahead and book it, bro.
Okay,
coach. I'm already calling it coach of the year. That's my bold prediction. Coach of the year. I mean, he's gonna have them ready to play every week. And you expect them to give him maximum effort. So, and his son, he's a baller, bro.
What's the running back? Ooh,
I forget it. I don't know. Is it Edwards or something like that? I think his last name was Edwards.
Yeah, he was dicing them up too.
I think he coached Sanders coached them.
Okay.
At I think it's one of his like little league or something like that. So.
He was a top recruit though, right?
Yeah, I think he was one of the top recruits or something like that. So
they've
arrived, man. They've arrived. Go ahead and jump on the train, man.
I'm gonna hold my ticket for another week.
I'm telling you, Deion said, jump on it, man.
Nah. I'm not like I said, I'm not against it. I love what I'm seeing, but I gotta, you need to see a little bit more. Yeah, I'm only on one train.
Hey, look, you better jump on that Deion train instead of that LSU train. Anything else that you?
Hilarious. What else did we see from this weekend, you guys? Here's the results.
You know what I saw this weekend, man? It ain't even a top 25 matchup.
What's that?
Right down here, 10 minutes away from us.
State.
Texas State beats Baylor, the first win against a Division I opponent since they've entered. I guess they just got into Division
Just
I.
got into Division One. Yes.
Shout out to Texas State, man.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, I didn't really see the Clemson loss last night was shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking to me. I can't believe they lost in the fashion they lost.
Facts.
You just go ahead and put a fork in them.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, for them to be ranked, they were ranked number 9 before yesterday. Are they even in the top 25 anymore? I don't even see them in the top 25 anymore. Good, get them out. Get them out. Washington looks good.
Oklahoma, that was a crazy. Just
73. They played Arkansas State.
But
Are they even
still,
Division I?
73 points in that.
I don't take anything. I don't take anything from the Oklahoma win or the Oregon win.
Okay.
I take nothing from them.
They played nobody.
They played nobody. Okay. I love the way Washington State looked.
Yeah.
Or not Washington State, excuse me. Washington looked. I think they're a dark horse team. The Pac-12, the Pac-12 is they got some squads, man. They went undefeated.
Facts.
They went. I think the entire Pac-12 went under 13-0, no losses.
Okay,
that's impressive. So maybe we're.
And that what we talked about the North Carolina South Carolina game. That was a good game.
That was a very good game. They couldn't. South Carolina couldn't block me from getting to Spencer Rattler. Man, I felt bad for Rattler, but he still passed for 300 yards. That loss wasn't on him. So
nah, definitely not.
That loss wasn't on him. But North Carolina looked good. Notre Dame looks very good. I'm actually pretty worried about that game. I'm actually pretty worried. Our defense is going to have to carry us in that game.
Okay.
I think so. I believe that's it, man. I mean, Iowa. We don't care about Iowa, Tulane. I'm not impressed by it. It's week 1, like I said. But shout out Texas State, man.
Yes, sir.
That was an impressive win. Next up, Bradley.
Yeah, we're going to move over to UFC talk. I've been waiting so long to talk about this, you guys, from our break. Sugar Sean O'Malley sleeps Aljamain Sterling, second round KO to become the new bantamweight champion. Before you guys react, let's go ahead and watch the tape.
Sterling on it.
Standing. Right hand, right hand cross. Finish it with a hammer fist, man. I must say. I was thoroughly impressed. I'm not going to sit here and say I was hating on Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
I just needed to see
where he was at.
I just needed to see where he was at. And for you to call your shot the way that he did and execute on the game plan, you can't hate on it, dude. I have nothing to say. What do you think, man? You watched
being a Sterling fan, I think they stopped it a little too early.
You do? Okay.
I probably want to see it again. I'd like to see another rematch.
You like to see that again?
I like to see a rematch. I don't
know if we're gonna get that.
I didn't like Sterling. I didn't like his game plan. I didn't like it either. I feel like go ahead, take him to the ground and do your thing. Like that should have just from as soon as the bell rang, you should have been on that. But shout out to Sean O'Malley because he looked good.
Usually, when it's a classic grappler versus striker match, the grappler usually wins, and that wasn't the case in this matchup, man. I mean, Sterling had his 2 attempts to get him to the ground. I just feel like he didn't really go for it. I don't know. I don't know what the game plan was per se, I guess. O'Malley said he was going to try to they said they were going to try to frustrate him and with his movement, and they did. And Sterling got impatient, lunged for a strike. They tried to close distance with a strike, paid with a counter right hand cross. That's how the game works. That's how the game goes, man. It just you can't. There's nothing to say. Like that's how the game goes. Sometimes all it takes is one, and O'Malley knew all it was going to take was that one, and it happened. Like I was rooting for Sterling. I thought Sterling was going to dominate this fight. I was completely wrong. That is why, folks, you never bet on fights. This is an example of why you never bet on UFC fights.
Then you'll never have fun.
The element of surprise is too big when it comes to MMA.
Yeah.
You just never know, dude. There's freak accidents that can happen. There's freak knockouts that can happen. It's just, I mean, you could be in a championship fight and not have it that one night. Like I've seen it all, man. I have seen it all. That's why I never bet on fights. This is a clear example of that. There's been a couple examples already this year to where I would never bet on fights, but this was that example because I would have been surely hot if I put all my money on Sterling to win by submission or something like that, and then you go get starched. Brad said it. Said knockout. He said he put it to sleep, man. He did, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you would have bet on O'Malley, you could probably buy a new car too. That's the thing. With that spread, it would have been great. But
Brad's been gloating. He's been wanting to gloat for a while. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what do you guys see up next for the Sugar Show? Few names thrown out there. You know, Merab, his name's been dropped. Obviously, the champ called for Cheeto rematch for his first title defense. Also, Aljamain Sterling with the rematch has been floating around. So what do you guys think is next?
Cheeto's not happening.
No.
Excuse me, not Cheeto. Aljo's not happening. They've been wanting Aljo to get rid of the belt for a while now.
Oh yeah.
They don't want him to have the belt. For whatever reason, they hate on Aljo. I don't understand, but whatever. Cheeto's next up, I think. I think Cheeto Vera is the fight to make. Let's see. Let's see if you can pull that one off, O'Malley. Because I don't think you can. But I wouldn't be surprised if he does because he'll learn.
We just learned we're not going to bet against him, right?
No, we're not going to bet against him. We're not going to bet against him. But I'd love to see him against Cheeto. If not Cheeto, Sandhagen definitely deserves it. And Merab. But I don't think they want Merab as champ. Mm-hmm. So I think it'll be Cheeto or Sandhagen.
Okay.
That's my guess. But who knows, man? With the UFC, they like to play games and stuff like that. So
yeah, apparently
they don't like to give us the matches we want.
Surgery on his hand.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I think he'll be. Yeah, I think he had a elbow surgery or something like that. I can't remember. No, tricep surgery. He tore his tricep in his last fight. But he should be back here pretty soon. So if they wanted to, they'll throw him up against. I think he'd be ready. But we'll see. I think it'll be Cheeto. Cheeto's ready. Set it for December.
Okay.
Nice end of the year special for all the fans. That would sell the most tickets. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
What do we got next, Brett?
Yeah, moving on. Chang Weili smashes Lemos en route to retaining the women's strawweight title. Honestly, not very competitive in this fight. Who do you see up next for the women's champ?
I'll give you a name.
Go ahead and pull up
Tatiana Suarez. That is she's smoked. Esparza. Rose is on her way out. She just lost this last week. Yan Xiaonan would be actually a really good match, I think. But I think Tatiana Suarez is the only girl that can probably match up with Weili. On the ground, absolutely. That would be a phenomenal matchup. That would be a high level. I don't even know who I'd pick. Some would say Tatiana Suarez is due to be the next champ, but Weili, she's tough, man. So I think it'll be either Yan Xiaonan or Tatiana Suarez. That's who I believe. But that fight against Lemos a couple weeks ago, it wasn't even close, man.
It was a wash.
It was an absolute wash. I don't know what the game plan from Lemos was, but gotta work on that ground game because they're not having any ground defense. It's just how are you at MMA if you don't have any ground defense? It's just mind-boggling to me to not know how to defend a takedown or know how to get back up. Or that was pretty bad, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. you get to that point, and sometimes it's just not your night. And it clearly wasn't Lemos' night on that night. So let's get Tatiana Suarez in. I think she's ready. Not Tatiana Suarez. Let's get Yan Xiaonan.
Okay.
That's my pick. Next up,
Moving
Brad.
On, we have Ian Gary dominating Neil Magny in the 170-pound division. Who would we like to see matched up against Ian Machado Garry next?
There's only one name, man.
Who's that?
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. That is the best. To me, stylistically, that is a striker's dream matchup.
Okay.
Absolutely. Karate style against, I think Machado's what? He's probably kickboxing. I would say he's more of a kickboxer than anything. But karate style against karate style or kickboxer,
That's what you want to see.
that's the one I want to see.
Live
right?
action.
Yeah.
A lot of action.
Wonderboy said he turned it. I think Wonderboy turned it down, but he might not have a choice because Machado is at the bottom of the welterweight division and ranked near, I think it was like 10. Wonderboy's right there. So I think Wonderboy is kind of like the gatekeeper. I know you don't want to fight these young stud thoroughbreds, but you're not getting any younger, and this might be your next way of getting to the title shot. So go ahead and take it, man. Like the dream matchup for me, is Ian Machado Garry against Leon Edwards. I want to see that.
Okay.
That matchup is a fire matchup. If you want to see a matchup of two strikers, Leon Edwards against Ian Machado Garry would be a phenomenal matchup. Take my money right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Take my money. So hopefully we can get that one. Hopefully Machado keeps winning and he actually ends up getting to Leon Edwards. Well, is Leon Edwards going to fight sometime soon? Like, bro, when are you fighting, bro? I think he's supposed to be fighting Colby Covington.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? I don't know. They haven't announced it yet.
Oh, he hasn't fought since.
When did he fight? I don't remember when he fought.
Defended the title against Kamaru against the immediate rematch, and then
when was that?
Yeah,
is that
good
April?
question. It was a long time ago. We can't even remember.
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
last time
saying.
we fought. And then, Colby's name has been floated since the beginning. Dana said that's the next match, but there's yet to be a time and a place.
Exactly. Nothing. But they kind of did last minute. They did last minute Adesanya. We'll get to that. Adesanya and Strickland. So
That's this weekend, right?
that is this weekend. Let's go ahead and get to that.
Beautiful. Yeah, let's
Brad,
go ahead and take a look at
go ahead and
UFC
get to that.
293 card coming from Sydney, Australia this weekend. Here's the matchup.
What do you think? It's easy. I think
The champ is minus 600. Oh, boy. It's not going to be it's not going to be pretty for Strickland, man.
You don't think so?
Oh, no.
Really?
No. Adesanya is going to be motivated, too.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's at home. It's just a matter of when he decides to put Strickland away, man. if Poatan, that'd be Poatan.
Alex Pereira.
Alex Perez. Sorry. If Alex Pereira put Strickland away, Adesanya is going to put definitely
quick.
Oh, he's going to make him. They're going to have to throw in the towel. They might have to throw in the towel for Strickland, man. There's no way he's not going to wrestle with him. He's going to try to. He's got too big of an ego to try to wrestle with Adesanya. So you're going to try to stand with a better striker than even Poatan. That's not going to go too well, man. I say Adesanya.
That press conference is going to be lit, though.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait for the press conference, man. That's the one. That's going to be the highlight of that matchup right there. The press conference, the face-offs. That's going to be the highlight. Nothing about the fight will be worth watching. All the entertainment will come from the press conferences, the face-offs. That's going to be your entertainment for that fight. Because if you're planning on getting a good fight out of that matchup, you're in for a rude awakening. Adesanya by whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. Head kick, whatever he wants. I'm dead serious when I say that. It's very rare that I actually say that. Whatever he wants. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He's gonna set so many traps for Strickland. Strickland's not gonna know what hit him, man. It's just he's getting a favor. You're getting a nice big paycheck to come take this fight on short notice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Strickland, for being a company guy and giving us this matchup so they can get the headliner for Australia situated. It's not going to be pretty, man. Anyways, we're done with that one. Tai Tuivasa against Volkov. I like Volkov. Volkov's kind of been surging, the big Russian. Manel Comp against, I don't know who that is. They don't have his picture up. Yeah. I'll take Manel Comp. Justin Tafa, give me the Australian against Austin Lane. That's a rebooking. I remember that one. That's the former football player.
Okay.
He played for the Carolina Panthers, I believe. Yeah. Austin Lane. So
wasn't it an eye poke or something?
Yeah, it was an eye poke that messed up their last matchup. So that's why this is
okay.
Yeah, Tyson Pedro, you better come out better than your last fight, bro, because you looked really bad in your last fight.
They odds even.
Oh yeah, it is even.
That's crazy.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Carlos Ulberg, I like Ulberg. Ulberg's, he's gonna be a problem. Jack Jenkins, the stash. We go with the stash. We're going with the stash.
Rate this look, Jay, as our President Barber here. What are your thoughts?
10 out of 10.
Yeah, you
10 out of 10.
You definitely get a 10.
10 out of 10, absolutely. Yeah.
Straight out the backwoods of Mississippi.
Absolutely. I love it, man. Yeah, Malarkey. Yeah, a lot of Azrat. Yeah.
Some decent fights.
It's a decent fight. I'm not going to be watching it, man. To be perfectly honest, I'm not.
No.
Yeah.
If I decide to order it and watch it, it'll be on the phone because Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely.
Saturday night, Alabama, Texas.
Yes, sir.
I'm tuning into that game. That's the game of the week.
I might try to get tickets to that, man.
That was in Alabama.
Oh, it was in Alabama?
Yeah, it's in Alabama because they played here last year.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
Yeah, man, I wish I was thinking about getting tickets to that game last year.
Yeah,
I wish I'd have done it, man, because I thought Alabama was going to roll Texas. I was like, I'm not going to buy tickets for them just to watch them get rolled.
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
They should have won that game. If Ewers had not gotten hurt last year, they was going to win that game.
Facts.
I've been saying that the whole time. So we'll see what they look like. I think Sarkisian's got something planned for old Nick Saban, for his old coach. he does. I think they're going to surprise some people.
Yes, sir.
I think that's what I'm picking.
In
Tuscaloosa.
I'm not.
Saturday night prime time?
I'll take Alabama, bro.
You going to take Alabama?
I'm going to take Alabama. In Alabama?
What's the point spread on that? Brad, if you could find a point spread on that, that'd be perfect. What's the point spread on Alabama, Texas? Like how much is it? I know Alabama's favorite. Are they favored by 3.5? Favored by 5?
I might give them a whole 7.
A whole 7?
Yeah, it looks like Alabama minus 275 favorite there.
No. Points. Like how many points are they favored by?
My mistake.
So they're favored by
7.5 point favorite.
So they're getting 7.5 points. That's the home field advantage.
The home field advantage. Yeah.
I like Texas to pull the upset, man.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I'm still taking Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What we got next, Brad?
Jump into some NFL.
Yes, sir. Jumping into some NFL indeed. Trey Lance. Niners trade Trey Lance to the Cowboys for a 4th round pick in 2024. Bold move by the boys.
You want to take this one?
I don't know how bold, but I think San Francisco just was cutting some dead weight, and the Cowboys picked it up. I like Trey Lance. I think he could make a good backup somewhere, but I don't know. Like some people saying Dak should be worried, and I'm like, nah, not for Trey Lance. But you know, he's a good young quarterback to have on your team. I wouldn't mind having him second, third string, but like I said, San Francisco just had dead weight. They had choices to make, and they made it. They made it clear.
They made it a couple years ago, man.
Yeah,
they made it a couple years ago. I don't know. I said this. I think it was the last episode or a couple episodes ago. I don't know why they drafted him. You had Justin Fields sitting right there. So why not draft the better quarterback? Because clearly Justin Fields is a lot better than Trey Lance. I didn't understand that move to begin with. You traded up all the way to take him.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. And then
I think they might have had the wrong opinion or evaluation of him.
Bro, that is a major miss.
It was.
That's a major miss, and it's surprising that Kyle Shanahan can't evaluate the quarterback position.
And for that draft, it was Justin Fields had the seizure problem. So I don't know. There's a lot of things could factor into why they didn't take him or why they traded up to get Trey Lance. But now it was like a waste. But I guess better sooner than later to just realize that you made a mistake and get rid of it or move on.
Hey, you know what's funny? It's now the Cowboys' mistake. I mean, what are you guys doing? You traded a 4th round for him?
Thanks.
Oh, that's why,
And then Jerry Jones just did it on his own, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Yeah, he just did it on his own. He didn't consult the team or the coach.
If you're the coach, you're just what did I get myself into?
Thanks.
If I'm a player, I'm just like,
for
what?
A while now.
If I'm a player, I'm like, what? Huh? A 4th round pick is a valuable pick.
Thanks.
I mean, the draft is these teams, and the draft is made up of gold mines in the 3rd and 4th rounds.
Thanks.
So why would you give up a valuable commodity like that, or a valuable asset like that? For Trey Lance. For Trey Lance, bro. Think about that for a second.
Man,
for Trey Lance.
San Francisco got off smooth. Like they good. Like,
For real?
Like, you made your mistake. You kind of corrected it, but
I mean, they kind of made up for it by getting a 4th from Dallas.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
What? When I heard that, I don't know where I heard that, but when I saw that while I was getting ready for the wedding, I was like, we have to talk about this. I was like, we have to bring this up, man. This is too funny of a situation for us not to talk about, because I was just mind blown that they gave up a 4th round for him. So,
shout out to the Cowboys.
Yeah, shout out to the Cowboys. I guess. Like, I don't know what. I don't know what that was, man. I guess you're planning for the future.
Maybe.
What? I just help me understand.
All right, like
help me understand. You already is Cooper Rush still there? Cooper Rush is still on the Cowboys, right? He's still. Are they planning on? Is Jerry Jones planning on? Hey, McCarthy. Hey, I need him on the field. I gave up a 4th round pick. I gave up a 4th round pick. I need you to scheme this guy, and he can move a little bit. You know what I mean? I want some gimmick. I want him in on some gimmick plays. You know what I mean?
Let's not call him a bust yet, man. Like,
come on, it's a bust. No. It might be the biggest. He had a lot of injuries. I'll say that. It might be the biggest bust at quarterback.
Okay.
In NFL history. for what he was giving up,
I think the Raiders got that. But,
they traded what 2-3 first rounds for him to move up to number 3. That has to be the worst draft pick in history at quarterback. I mean, I know you have Jamarcus Russell and Ryan Leaf, but they played infinite more games than Trey Lance. We still don't even know if Trey Lance can play.
Facts.
So you have to say he's a bust by default.
So far, he's a bust. I'm not. maybe he's the Cowboy savior too. You know what I mean? So, yeah, right.
If it's up to Jerry Jones, he's the Cowboy. Cowboys are his savior. So anyway, we're done talking about it. No Cowboys talk. Next up, Brad.
As we're looking ahead to the 2023 NFL season, I want to know, what are some bold predictions you guys have that, people might be sleeping on?
Bold. Let's see.
I like Lamar Jackson to win the MVP. I don't know necessarily that's bold, but
I say Kansas City is going to have a down year.
A down year? You saw Travis Kelce got hurt there. Right?
I say they're going to have a down year.
I think so. Chris Jones ain't signed.
I'm not saying they're going to miss the playoffs, but
you think that the division's in jeopardy?
Facts.
I think this year we're going to find out what Patrick Mahomes has really made.
Facts.
I think so. If this hyperextension that Travis Kelce suffered turns out to be a little bit more problematic.
And did they pay the defensive?
No, Chris Jones, he's still unsigned. He's going to hold out. He's planning to hold out. So I don't know what they're doing, but
even when you do that, you still got to think about
it's going to take him time
to process morale, get back in this groove.
Yeah.
So defensively, you might drop a few games.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
But
that's a pretty bold prediction. You think they're going to lose out on winning the division?
I think they're going to have a tough time winning the division. I'm not going to say lose out, but because you get Patrick Mahomes in a big game, you don't bet against Mahomes. I can't, bro.
You can't bet it. We already know you can't bet against that dude. So
yeah, but I do think they're going to have, they'll make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to win a playoff game. Let me see that. Let me see that.
Bold prediction. I mean, I didn't really think about this when I thought of the question. I didn't really think of any actual bold predictions outside of Lamar Jackson winning MVP.
Yeah.
A bold prediction might be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh making it to the AFC Championship game.
Okay.
I'm riding high on the Pittsburgh.
Okay,
man. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
I liked what I see too.
I do.
And you got one of the top coaches.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from them.
I say that's a good prediction.
Yeah. I knew you liked that one.
Yeah, I say that.
The Bengals finished a little bit lower than their expectations. Let's see on the NFC side. Let's see which bold prediction can I throw out there. You ready for this one?
Go ahead.
New Orleans.
Facts.
Your New Orleans Saints make it to the NFC Championship game.
I can see that because I see.
I don't know how bold that is, but I feel that's.
I feel like we'll easily win our division.
100%. Car looks good, man.
I'll take that.
They look good.
Yes, sir.
They look good. I think they'll be one of the teams representing the NFC championship game.
Facts. I just need our secondary to stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's it.
And your quarterback to stay healthy because they lose out on that quarterback.
Yeah,
throwing old famous Jameis out there. I don't know how good you feel about famous Jameis.
I honestly, I wouldn't if Carr was to go down, I wouldn't give up on the season with Jameis. just because of his experience. Like, and there's receivers all over. Like, I wouldn't just give up on the season. I'd be like, all right, I think we still could do something. But
Hey man, I gotta ask you a question.
what's that?
Is Michael Thomas playing next week?
Man.
This week? I'm gonna ask that every week, man. Is Michael Thomas playing this week?
As far as I know, bro. But
is he slated to play game 1?
Yeah. So let's hope he can stay healthy this year.
Like,
I think
he's always hurt.
If he plans on getting some money somewhere, or he needs to stay healthy.
Yep. Is he due up for contract?
He should be. I think he signed 2 years, and this will be his last year on that contract.
Yeah.
So
you gotta prove it, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think that's it for predictions for me.
All right, guys.
Bradley.
Next up, we're calling this 5-star picks. I'm gonna pull up the betting lines here.
Yes.
Let's get 5 picks from NFL Week 1.
No, already.
All right, that first game, I believe, is Kansas City. Can't really see it, but it says I think it's Kansas City and Detroit. So what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do. You can either do straight up. You can either bet against the spread. If you want to do over under, I guess feel like go do the over under. So all the top teams at the top are the home teams. So my number 1 team, I like the Ravens to cover. I like the Ravens to cover that 10.
10 points.
There's number 1. That's my first one.
Okay.
What you got?
Browns +2.
The Browns, yeah, they're plus 2.5 underdog, and it's pretty much a pick 'em.
I like the Bengals.
You like the Bengals?
I like the Bengals
to cover.
To cover for sure.
You like the Bengals to cover? Okay. Who else do we got? We got to scroll down.
Okay, I'll take my Saints.
Take your Saints to cover.
Take them over the Titans, definitely.
I like the Steelers. I like the Steelers.
Okay.
Steelers, all day. All day, I'm taking the Steelers. They're going to win that game outright. So I'm taking
Who's starting? Purdy is starting for the 49ers?
Yeah, Purdy's starting.
Okay.
I like the Steelers. Watt's healthy. They're healthy. You're getting the Steelers early. They might not have 49ers might not have Kittle. They're not going to have Bosa. So
okay.
I think that's a trap game. Vegas is telling you, take us. Take this game. We're giving you this game for free. We're giving you this win right here for free. Absolutely, I'm taking that.
Yes, sir.
Commanders are -7.
Okay, them Packers.
The Bears are Packers. Oh, that's one. It's pretty much even.
I'd say let's go with the Packers.
You gonna roll the Packers?
Go with Jordan Love.
Now we're gonna keep score on this. So
okay,
I like the Eagles to cover easy. Eagles are gonna cover.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they're under. Oh yeah, I like the Eagles. Bill Belichick always has issues with mobile quarterbacks.
What about that Giants-Cowboys game?
I wanted to stay away from that, but since you called it out, I'll go. Oh, that was my other one. I like the Seahawks to cover by as many points as they want. The Rams don't have Cooper Kupp. All they got is Aaron Donald and an aging Matt Stafford. Even though I had him in my top 10, I'm kind of rethinking that list now. But I like the Seahawks to cover.
Yeah.
I think that's 4 for me. And we'll go ahead and do that Cowboys. I wanted to stay away from the Jets and Bills. I have no clue how that game's going to go. Cowboys and Giants.
I'll take the Giants.
You take the Giants?
Taking the Giants.
How many is that? Is that 4 for you?
That's 4.
That's 4? Go ahead and jump on that Jets Bills one. Who you got? I'll take the
I'm taking the Jets.
You're taking the Jets?
I'm taking the Jets.
I'm gonna take the Bills. That's fine. I'll take that one. I'll take the Bills. I'll take the Bills to win that outright.
Outright.
It's 2.5, so it'll
definitely.
be outright. So, it'll 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 be outright. So
I like the Jets, man. I think that Bills team been together a little longer,
A
so
little long in the tooth. I think the Bills are gonna be motivated, man.
all right. I'm running with the Jets though.
Okay,
Yeah, we take the Jets.
that's our 5. I like it. We'll see how we did next week because who knows, man? I might be start jumping on these parlays, man. If I if I do good, if I somehow can swing 4 of the, if I can win 4 of those,
Yeah,
I would be very happy.
already.
But it's just so hard to bet.
I might get on them parlays too. Like,
Yeah, I see all these people. I'm like, man, I see these people that I know more sports than these people. How come I can't do this? I see, they have on Instagram. They'll have these people that have these these 6-10 leg parlay. They bet on these games and they bet like $20. And next thing you know, they win like 20,000.
fact.
I mean, these just ran, huh? I know a little bit more football than the average Joe. I think. So we're gonna put the pedal to the metal and see how we do, man.
Facts.
I believe that's it. Oh, another thing. We had Team USA lost to Lithuania the other day. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
You want to know why they lost?
Steve Kerr,
Oh, come on.
worst coach in NBA history. Nah, I'm not a big fan of Steve Kerr.
Why?
You got Steph Curry, man. Yeah.
Oh,
He never really
That sounds like
he never really coached to me. Like he always had
it made his job a lot easier.
it made the job way easier. So now that you have these random players come together, it's on you, man. Yeah, they could win off talent alone, but you down 17 to Lithuania in the first half?
Yeah. It was because of that rebounding, man. I told you rebounding was going to be an issue.
So
Yo, here's the
they're
real
still in it
reason-
though, right?
The real reason we
What's
lost right here.
Was
Right here. This is why.
Because I got married.
that's where your wife from?
She is Lithuanian.
Look,
I think I called that though. I was like, if there's one team there's a couple teams. I was like Lithuania. I said the Australians, the French team. I said there's some big teams out there they're gonna struggle with on them boards, and
yeah, they're a little small.
that's what I'm saying, man. That's I called that, but Lithuania got put out today, so all right. I think that's it, man.
Yes, sir.
Is that it? That's it for me, man. Hey, great show. First show back in a couple weeks after a couple weeks break. Much needed. And we'll be back next week, man.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned.
Thank you guys. Follow us on Instagram, 2 Beats 1 Drum. Follow us on TikTok. We're on TikTok now. Follow us on YouTube. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button.
Right.
Follow us on Apple Pod. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Throw some comments.
Throw some
Let us know
comments.
what you want to hear.
Hey, if you want to jump in on a live call, call us. I don't care. We'll debate your team. Whatever team it is, I'll let you know what your team's really going to do this year. So I have no problem. So peace, and until next time, guys. Thank you.